Country's going to be yearning for another one of these. I think that Biden has a decision to make.
There should be a penalty for the flouting of the rules. And if Trump doesn't want to agree to that, then we don't have to have any more debates.
We can't do two more of these. The election is far too important. This decision in this year is too important to do that two more times.
As media pundits suggest, there may not be any more Biden-Trump debates. The Commission on Presidential Debates is looking at adding, quote, additional structure to the format of the remaining contests. Let's discuss possibilities with White House Deputy Communications Director Brian Morgenstern. Good to have you back, Brian.
Thanks, Shannon. Great to be back.
All right, I want to read something from the New York Times. The headline, Biden easily cleared the low bar set by Trump in a chaotic first debate. Say the former vice president didn't deliver a stellar performance, but he largely executed his goal of providing a stable contrast to his rival. Did you all set the expectations too low on this?
No, I mean, the president did a great job. That's why the other side is saying we shouldn't have any more debates. If your candidate does well, you want them to debate more. And that's what the president's team is saying. That's what we're all saying. He laid out his vision. He held the vice president's feet to the fire. Joe Biden would not denounce Antifa. He did not stand up for law enforcement. He did not back away effectively from the Green New Deal, which his website still endorses. He did not back away from packing the court, another radical idea. So the president was really able to get his message out. He's so frequently filtered by the media and misconstrued by the other side that he really needed to control the conversation, and he did. And that's what Americans want. If you're in a negotiating situation with China or Russia or Iran, some of these tough countries on the world stage, you want the president of the United States to be the one controlling the conversation, not a potted plant in the background. And that's why the president ended up having to debate not only with his opponent, but with Chris Wallace, a great journalist, of course, but he really ended up stepping in there and interrupting quite a bit because the president was dominating the conversation.
No one was a potted plant for sure last night. There was a lot of conversation, and that leads us to the debate commission now today saying they may change some of the rules or the structure. Are there things the White House that you all, the president, would not agree to? There's conversation about having a kill switch for mics, which frankly I've wanted for guests on this show before when they can't stop talking over each other. Are there things the president wouldn't agree to?
Look, it's up to the candidates to really debate with one another and hold each other accountable. If we have a third party muting one over the other, I mean, we know who that would be targeting. It would really be targeted at President Trump because he controls the conversation. He gets out there and he says his message, and he holds Joe Biden's feet to the fire. He talks about the president's record on growth versus the Obama-Biden administration. It's not even close. He talks about his record on judicial appointments. It's not even close. He talks about his record on national security, keeping Americans safe, ending endless wars and replacing them with peace deals. It's not even close. So that sort of a thing seems really targeted at President Trump rather than the other side. And so I think there would be a concern there that it's not fair. And the reason the president really needs to dominate the conversation he does is because, as I said, his message is often misconstrued by his opponents and filtered through a very dishonest and biased media. And so it's important that he speak directly to the American people.
Yeah. And we know that both sides agree to a set of rules, and that's what they go in with. And our Chris Wallace, who is probably the most prepared human being I know, says he had no idea it would get so chaotic last night. So they do have rules for a reason. Let me ask you quickly about Judge Amy Coney Barrett, who is making the rounds on the Hill.